Go ahead, and what's your name?
I'm Gavin Filatico.
And your sport?
Soccer.
Graduation year?
2015.
And your phone number?
1-847-202-5062.
15. Okay, great. Soccer 15, young gun. Tell us a little bit about playing soccer at your high school now that you are able to play at high school level.
Switching, I've played club for since I was in second grade, and hitting high school, it's like you look forward to it because it's like you think it's going to be this huge thing, but for me it was kind of a news flash. It was kind of reality check because I did make the freshman team because of the number of seniors we had on the team, and freshman was playing. I started at the club here and moved down from like back here. So
okay. Now, are you saying the skill level?
The skill level, yeah.
Okay.
Just the talent of the overall teams that we were playing.
Okay.
It went down significantly, but what I learned from that, I use it as more of a learning experience rather than trying to blow past everybody. I tried to take on more of like a leadership role on my team because I think the coach knew it and I knew it too. I was more talented and I had more of a commitment to the sport itself than most of the kids on the team, so I did try to help them as well as help myself by trying to.
How do you think your teammates accepted you trying to give them advice?
The way it wasn't necessarily like I told them straightly what to do. It was more of a lead by example type of thing.
Okay.
So all the kids on the team were my friends, and I have played with them before. I did switch clubs. I played with them at my old club though. But so they had a certain respect for me, like a friendship respect. So they did take what I knew into consideration. What they did, whether they applied it or not, was up to them. But I did what I could to let them know what I thought they could have been doing.
Okay. So taking your experience from this past year, what is your goal moving forward in the next year and off-season training and stuff over the summer?
My goal is to make varsity, and right now I was the only freshman invited to play with the varsity summer camp this year. I did dedicate this whole year. I've been doing track and cross country. I did that in junior high, and I was scouted.
So you're a distance runner?
I am a distance runner. I have a 11:30 2-mile and a 5:07 1-mile.
Oh wow!
So I was scouted by the cross country coach and track coach. I did turn them down this year though, but I do train with them in the summer. I get up with they start at 5:45 in the morning before summer school. They do running Monday through Friday, and I do that as I get closer to the preseason for soccer, which is 2 weeks before school.
What would happen, let's say, hypothetically, that the soccer coach says you're not going to make varsity? Would you go run cross country and track full time then, or?
I would not do that. I would stick to soccer because that is truly what I enjoy. I do cross country and track because I know it helps better what I do with soccer. But I would use the turn down as more of like a motivation to say you're not good enough yet, but you can be if you do this.
Sure. As a building tool.
What is your school like? Tell me about your school.
It's a big school, just under 4,000 kids in the school, about 800 in each class.
That is a big school.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
The one guy has 33.
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
But our school is mainly...
So it's a pretty competitive, though, in each sport, then. You got that many athletes, that many people.
Our football team came second in state this year. Cross country team came fifth in the nation this year.
Okay.
So that's more of what we're known for, not necessarily known for soccer, because like the club that the kid was at before, the Magic and those soccer, they ooze into different schools, not us. Our general areas come from are not as elite clubs, so we don't get as high level players.
Gotcha.
But we have a lot of the Hispanic race, so we have a lot of those kids to feed from. So,
Okay. Are you private, public?
Public school.
All right. What about hanging out with friends and peers and how that affects your sports and the weekends?
to be honest, the amount I see my friends is slim to none because I practice twice a week. I have it on Mondays and Wednesdays, and if I'm not on the soccer field training at practice, I'm either outside in my backyard doing something with the soccer ball or in the gym. And on the weekends, I have games and then homework. And with my friends, they don't really get what I'm trying to do. It's one of those things where you try to explain what you're committed to and what you want to do, and they think the road to that, what you plan on doing, is kind of crazy, and it's so.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Let me see here. What's been your biggest obstacle in soccer?
I've had injuries. Like I just came back last year. I broke my elbow and I had a major concussion where I ended up in the hospital and that was in the span of 3 months. I ended up having memory loss and all that good stuff.
Oh wow!
But it wasn't necessarily like a holdback. But I'd say the obstacle would purely be myself. Like I just made a decision a few years ago. I wanted to play soccer, I knew that. I just didn't know why I wasn't improving the way I wanted to or as fast as I wanted to. Because it was kind of a reality check, so I kind of went back, what do I really want to do and how do I want to get there? So it's kind of more of me, and then looking back to what my inspiration was, what my motivation was, and how I was going to apply myself to do that. So.
Okay. What about your biggest thing that you've overcome outside of sports in school?
Academically, I've been good. I haven't been great. I haven't been bad at academics, but I've had certain slip-ups where I'll just use junior high as an example. I had made it to an accelerated program, never seeing myself as an accelerated.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a punch and slap in the face, because my grades they slipped a little bit, not to a point where it was too extreme, but this year I have gotten the best grades right now I have all A's, maybe 1B in English. English is my worst subject, so pretty much that my grades have been anything would be my low point of being a student athlete.
Okay. Do you have any questions for us?